You were right about the toxic people and situations in my life, more right than I ever allowed myself to admit back then. At the time, I was completely blind to their effects, wrapped up in emotions, patterns, and expectations that kept me trapped in places I didn't belong. I couldn't see the truth because the truth was uncomfortable, and I wasn't ready to confront the reality of how deeply I was being influenced, manipulated, and diminished. But now, with distance, clarity, and a heart that has been forced to grow through painful lessons, I can finally see everything so clearly. It's as if a fog that once clouded every decision I made has lifted, and in its place is an undeniable understanding of what you tried to show me all along. You helped me recognize the negative influences that were holding me back, even when I resisted you, even when I chose to defend people who didn't deserve my loyalty. You saw the heaviness in my life before I did, the way certain relationships drained me, the way certain environments dimmed my spirit, and the way I kept shrinking myself to maintain connections that were never healthy in the first place. You were the one who reminded me, gently at first, then firmly when I needed firmness, that I deserved better than the chaos I had normalized. You showed me the importance of surrounding myself with genuine, positive energy, of choosing people who nourish my soul rather than those who feed off it. You taught me that loyalty to toxic people is not loyalty at all, it is self-betrayal disguised as devotion. Yet somewhere in the process of discovering myself, confronting my demons, and slowly moving toward recovery, I lost you. And losing you has been the biggest loss of my life. It is a kind of loss that settles deep in the bones, one that lingers long after the initial ache, one that makes itself known in quiet moments when I least expect it. The absence of you became a constant companion, one that forced me to face truths I had spent years avoiding. It's a strange thing to grow because of someone, yet grow away from them at the same time, and that paradox has been one of the most painful realizations I've ever faced. I miss you more than words can express. The depth of love I carry for you is something I didn't even know I was capable of feeling. It is not a superficial longing or a fleeting emotion, it is something deep and enduring, something woven into the very fabric of who I am now. When I think about you, it isn't just memories that return, it's warmth, safety, hope, and a sense of home that I didn't fully appreciate when it was right in front of me. I miss the version of myself that existed with you, the part of me that felt understood, supported, and seen in a way no one else had ever seen me before. I regret every single day that I rejected your proposal of love. I didn't understand what you were offering me. I didn't understand how rare, how real, how pure your intentions were. I see now that you were trying to give me something most people spend their whole lives searching for. You were offering me a love grounded in sincerity, loyalty, and a depth that I couldn't comprehend at that time because I was too afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of trusting, afraid of believing I deserved something so genuine. I pushed away the very thing my heart needed most, all because I wasn't ready to believe that someone like you could love someone like me in such an honest and unwavering way. You are my true love. That is something I can say now with complete certainty, something I feel not just in emotional moments but in the quiet stillness of every day. I need you here with me more than ever, not out of desperation, but out of recognition. Recognition of the connection we shared, the foundation we built, the understanding that existed between us without the need for explanations. But during this time apart, I have also come to realize something equally important: you are so much stronger than I ever gave you credit for. Your strength is not loud or forceful, it is the kind of strength that reveals itself in resilience, in the ability to keep moving forward even when life throws pain your way. You navigated things I didn't see, held yourself together in ways I didn't appreciate, and continued to offer love even when I made it difficult. That strength inspires me now more than ever. It makes me admire you deeply, not the kind of admiration that idealizes you, but the kind that respects the entirety of who you are, your courage, your vulnerability, your endurance, and your unwavering capacity to love. I used to think that love needed to be perfect. I believed it had to follow a certain image, meet certain expectations, and look flawless from the outside. I thought love was supposed to be this ideal, polished thing that never cracked, never faltered, never revealed the messy edges of being human. But I was wrong. You taught me that perfection is not only unrealistic, it is unnecessary. Love doesn't need to be flawless, it needs to be real. Its foundation should be strong, built on loyalty, honesty, and a commitment that can withstand the storms of life, not just the sunshine. The love we shared wasn't perfect, but it was real. It was rare. It was precious. And now I understand that those qualities matter far more than the illusions I once chased. You showed me that true connection doesn't come from finding someone who fits an ideal image, it comes from embracing someone's imperfections, understanding their wounds, and choosing to build something meaningful together despite the challenges. I see now that I spent so much time searching for something unattainable, some imagined version of love that doesn't exist. Meanwhile, what I truly needed was right in front of me the entire time, you. You, with all your sincerity. You, with all your strength. You, with all your flaws and your beauty and your honesty. You are perfect in your authenticity, in the way you allow yourself to feel deeply, in the way you're willing to be vulnerable, and in the strength you show every single day. That kind of perfection is real. That kind of perfection is human. And it is the kind of perfection I didn't recognize until it was gone. I am endlessly grateful for everything you have taught me. You didn't just help me see the truth about others, you helped me see the truth about myself. You helped me understand my patterns, my fears, my blind spots, and the ways I was holding myself back from the life I deserved. Sometimes I wish I could have learned these lessons without losing you, without wounding the relationship that meant so much to me. But growth rarely comes without pain, and the pain of losing you became the catalyst that pushed me into a deeper understanding of who I am and what I value. The loss has been profound, the kind of ache that transforms a person. But in that pain, I found clarity. I found self-awareness. I found the courage to confront the parts of myself I had long avoided. You were the spark that set that change into motion, even if you never intended to be. And while the journey has been difficult, I am grateful for every step that has led me to this moment of realization. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if life will bring our paths back together in the way my heart hopes it might. But I do know that I hope, truly, deeply hope, that one day you might find it in your heart to forgive me. Forgive me for the mistakes I made, for the fear that guided my actions, for the love I didn't accept when you offered it so openly. I cherish every moment we shared. Every conversation, every memory, every quiet moment of understanding, those are pieces of my life that remain untouched by time or regret. They are reminders of what love can be when it is genuine. I am forever changed because of you. You are the person who helped me see what truly matters, the person who unknowingly guided me toward the version of myself I am becoming. I miss you deeply. I love you more than words can ever fully express. And no matter what the future holds, you will always be someone who shaped me in ways I will carry for the rest of my life.